Hi there, you're very welcome to Sunflower Yoga and our practice here for the last quarter moon. So after last week's full moon, the moon is on her journey back now towards darkness. She's beginning to lose her light once more. She's slowing down, letting go, and just getting ready to complete another cycle. So this moon phase is our monthly reminder that slowing down is necessary. To appreciate the light, we must also appreciate the dark. And without one, we don't have the other. So to really take a little bit of time for yourself this week to check in with how you're doing, to reflect on how this lunar cycle has gone for you so far, and just perhaps noticing any little adjustments you might need to make, anything you need to let go of now to help you keep working towards that intention you set for yourself a few weeks back there at the new moon. And just notice this week as well, if you're starting to become a little bit critical of yourself perhaps, and just perhaps stopping yourself when you notice these thoughts kind of beginning to spiral, just taking a step back, taking a breath and just noticing, are these thoughts, feelings justified? Or do you perhaps need to show yourself a little bit more kindness, a little bit more compassion? So as we move through this flow today, just please just honour where you are at energy wise, and notice now, are you moving with the moon and feeling a slight dip in your energy now, or are you feeling more energised? So just really honouring where you are at. There's no right, there's no wrong here. My invitation here at Sunflower Yoga is always to honour where you are at and let yourself guide you into the practice that your body is craving. Okay, so we're going to begin in a constructive rest pose. We're going to come to lie down on the mat. Feet are about hip distance apart there. Just bringing the hands out to the side there, or just placing them over the body, wherever feels more comfortable there for you. I'll just invite you now just to come to watch the breath, using the exhale to soften the body into the ground there beneath you. You're inviting the shoulders down away from the ears. Releasing the jaw there, relaxing the muscles through the face. So allowing yourself to land, to arrive in this practice. And then we're just going to move into a yawn stretch here. So just moving in a way that feels good for you. You're bringing a yawn or a sigh and just really, stretching out in a way that feels good for you. And then we're going to come to the centre of the mat there. We're going to extend the arms overhead. We're going to bring both arms over to the right hand corner, and we're going to guide the two legs over to the right hand corner as well. Option to cross that left foot over the right ankle. So just coming into our kind of waning moon posture here, our banana pose. Really sending the breath into the bottom of that left hand lung there. It's a lovely posture to help kind of expel any stagnant air, stagnant energy there at the bottom of the lungs. Just keeping the breath smooth and deep here. And we're going to come back to centre. Then we're going to extend the two arms over to the left corner, extending the feet over as well. An option just to cross that right foot over the left ankle. Again, sending that breath deep down into that right lung there, exhaling and expelling any stale and stagnant energy there. We're going to come back to centre. I'm going to bring the arms down. We're going to draw the knees into the chest there. Perhaps taking a rock from side to side here. And then we're going to come back to centre. We're going to drop the hands onto the floor there, palms facing down. We're going to extend the feet up toward the sky there. It's coming into a gentle waterfall pose here. If you're not enjoying this pose, just drawing the knees back into the chest there. If this feels like a bit too much effort. And just taking the posture here that your body is craving. There's no right, there's no wrong here. Just noticing what your body needs. We're going to draw the knees back into the chest, dropping them down onto the mat there. I'm just going to shuffle the knees, the feet a little wider there towards the edges of the mat. And we're just going to begin to move the knees from side to side there in that windscreen wiper motion. And just working with your range of motion here. Don't have to move, too quickly or have the knees reach the floor there. Just finding that level of movement that feels nice and nourishing. And then we're going to come back to centre, taking another big stretch here. And then we're going to roll over onto the side. We're going to come over into a tabletop position now. So from our tabletop position, just going to move the mat slightly here. So from our tabletop, we're just going to drop into some cat-cow spinal waves. So again, just moving slowly and mindfully here. This sends lovely soothing signals to our nervous system. And we're going to come back to that tabletop. We're just going to bring the knees in towards each other there. And then we're going to stretch that right foot back so the right toes are pressed into the mat there. Just keeping a soft bend there in the elbows. Just enjoying that stretch there through the back of the right leg. I'm going to bring the right leg in. We're going to stretch the left leg out now, pressing the left toes into the ground there. Coming back to centre, we're going to come down into a child pose now. So big toes to touch, open the knees nice and wide, bringing the head down to the mat. We're going to lift up, spreading the right arm under the body there. We're going to unthread the right arm. We're going to take the left arm now, threading the left arm under. Unthreading the left arm there. Then we're going to walk the hands back up, drawing the knees together there. We're going to come to sit down on the mat and we're going to come into a butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together there, adjusting whether you want the legs a bit further away for less intensity or drawing them in for a little bit of a deeper stretch. We're just going to sink the head down towards the feet now. The hands are just resting on the lower legs there. So just naturally finding that point what feels a nice stretch there in the lower back, a nice gentle compression there on the tummy. And just bringing the hands to the feet, the ankles there, wherever feels good. Sending the breath down into the belly there, into the hip flexors. Relaxing the jaw, the muscles through the face. And then we're going to lift up, head towards the sky again. Just going to drop the hands onto the knees there. We're just going to move into some hip circles. So just very much inviting you to move here in a way that feels good in your body. Reversing that direction now. So we're keeping the hip bones grounded here. And we're going to come back to centre. We're going to draw the knees in towards each other there. Just bringing the hands to the back of the mat there. Just opening up across the chest. And then coming back to wrap the hands either behind the back of the thighs there or in front of the shins, and just coming to rest the forehead down towards the knees. We're keeping the breath smooth and deep here. And we're going to lift up, we're going to extend the legs. Maybe just pointing and flexing the feet here. Rotating the ankles. And then from here, we're going to move into a half dragonfly. So we're going to bring the right leg out to the side and we're going to bring the sole of the left foot just to rest inside of the right thigh there. We're going to bring our body over to face the right leg there. So we can either just sink down here in a forward fold there with the two hands, just sliding down the leg, sliding down the shins, or we can bring the left arm up and over. So thinking about opening up across the chest here. And just having that right hand just gently resting wherever feels good. You might be able to grab hold of your toes, you might not. You know, wherever your hands land is where they need to be. And just breathing into this stretch. Now keeping the shoulders soft, keeping the jaw soft. And then we're going to lift back up to centre. We're going to take the right leg now and just tuck the right leg in behind us there. Extending the head to the sky there. And we're going to take the right arm coming into a side bend. And then bring the left arm over there. And coming back to centre. So we're going to bring the legs back to centre. We're going to bring the left foot out to the side now. Going to bring that right foot in to rest there inside of the left thigh. We're going to come to turn to face that left foot, and again taking the two hands onto the left leg there and sinking down, or the option to raise the right arm there, opening up across the chest, bringing that arm over the body, the left arm just sliding down where it naturally lands. And we're going to come back to centre. We're going to tuck that left leg in behind now, extending the crown up to the sky. And we're going to come into a side bend, bringing the left arm over. And then bringing the right arm over. I'm going to bring the two legs back to centre, giving the legs a little bit of a shake out there. We're going to plant the feet into the mat, just dropping the hands there to the side. We're just going to windscreen wiper the legs from side to side here, just easing out the lower back there. And then it might feel nice as well to take that option there again, hugging behind the thighs there or in front of the shins, and just bringing the forehead down towards the knees. And just lifting up. Coming into an easy seated pose there. We're just taking a pause here just to check in with yourself. You know, how are you doing? How are you feeling now compared to when you began the practice? I'm just going to invite the right ear down towards the right shoulder there. Perhaps just dropping the left hand out onto the mat there. Perhaps bringing the right hand just to rest on top of the head. Only releasing that right hand, drawing the head back up to centre and just dropping the left ear down towards the left shoulder now. Option to leave that right hand just grazing the mat there. Option just to bring that left hand on top of the head. Sending your breath into the opening there, the right hand side of the body. Releasing the hands, bringing the head back up to centre. So just bringing the hands to heart centre now, we're going to sweep the arms up, bringing the gaze up, bringing the hands back to the heart. We'll do that a couple more times. Breathing in that fresh new energy and bringing it back down into the heart. And next time the arms stay up, we're going to leave them up there and we're going to twist to the right there, bringing the hands down, bringing the gaze over the right shoulder. And we're going to guide the arms back overhead, twisting over to the left. Gaze there just over the left shoulder. We're going to come back to centre. We're going to place a hand either side of the right knee now, and we're going to sink down, that kind of diagonal forward fold there, keeping those hip bones grounded, just guiding the forehead down towards the knee. Doesn't have to be touching or reaching very far. I'm going to walk to the centre, bringing that forward fold to the centre. Perhaps bringing the elbows down, perhaps not. I'm going to walk the hands either side of the left leg there. Bringing that forehead down towards the knee. And walking the hands up. I'm just going to come into a few hip circles here. So just really taking your time here. Really getting the shoulders involved here, getting the neck involved. So just closing your eyes there and just allowing your body to kind of move smoothly and freely here as we come towards the end of our practice. We're going to reverse the direction there. Just notice how that feels in your body. Coming back to centre, bringing the hands to the heart, sweeping the arms up once more. Bringing them back to the heart. And one more time. We're going to bring the hand just to rest over the heart there, bringing the chin down towards the chest. And just taking a few moments here just to breathe in and out of the heart centre. Just really absorbing the benefits of this practice. The option now is to move on to the Yoga Nidra meditation, which accompanies this practice to really deepen your experience of rest. To give yourself even more time and space. Bringing the hands back to heart centre as we close off our movement practice together. Namaste.